Advantages of the fish farming business. Number 1. According to the demand, commercial fish farming business allows for large supplies of fish. Catching fish from the wild can't always fulfill the consumer's demand. In such cases, commercial fish farming can meet up this demand. Number 2. Fish can be raised in tanks until they are ready for marketing and they don't require the extensive capture of wild fish. Thus, commercial fish farming helps to preserve natural ecosystems. Number 3. Some farm-raised fish species are more nutritious. Fish are usually fed a wide variety of protein and nutrient-rich foods or pellets on commercial fish farms, so farm fish became healthier than wild fish. Number 4. The fish farming business is a great source of employment. More than 1 billion people around the world depend on fish as their primary protein source, and most of the people are directly or indirectly involved with fish products. As a result, fish farming creates a great income and employment source for the people. Global fish exportation business is now earning more money every year than any other food commodity. Number 5. Fish farming is often considered more environmentally friendly because it requires less water and produces less waste. Feeding is the most important part of commercial farm fishing business. Always try to provide your fish high-quality and nutritious food. High-quality food not only ensures maximum production, but also helps to keep the fish healthy. So, provide your fish supplementary fish food along with the natural food. There are various types of prepared commercial fish food available in the market for specific fish species. You can purchase those commercial fish feed from the market or prepare it on your own. Fish don't have to use energy to maintain a stable body temperature, and they are therefore more efficient at food utilization than other animals. Each species of fish has an optimal range of temperature for growth, and within this range, the metabolic rate and need for food increases as the optimal temperature is attained. It follows that fish in warmer water need less food than those in colder water. As has been previously observed, different fish have different nutritional and dietary requirements. Accordingly, you should know the feeding habit of your species of fish as follows. Herbivores. These feed only on plants. Example, grass carp and tilapia. Rendali. Carnivores. These only feed on other animals or meat. Example, trout and bass. Omnivores. These feed on both plants and animals, etc. Common carp. Planktivores. These feed on very small plants and animals in water. Example, mullet and silver carp. Detritivores. These feed on dead plants or animal material on the bottom. Example, Oreochromis mosembiscus. Various supplementary foods that you can feed to fish, terrestrial plants, aquatic plants, small terrestrial animals, rice, whether it be broken, polished, bran, hulls, etc., wheat, middlings, bran, etc., maize, gluten-free or gluten meal, oil, cakes left after oil extraction, sugarcane, like molasses, coffee pulp, cotton seeds, and silkworm pupa. You should feed your fish at the same time and place every day. This will allow you to easily monitor fish stocks. You should stop feeding the fish when they stop eating. There are several reasons why fish may stop feeding. As soon as you observe this happening, you should immediately address the problem. The reasons include poor quality feed, disease, overfeeding, low oxygen, cooling, and change in pressure. Hi, I am Rajan, and you see this fish. Its name is Rao, a highly asked fish and available 6 months in a year. This is another variety of Rao which have bones, tasty and yummy. This is our local fish available near Jaipur. I will tell you a few important things which no one will tell you while selecting and eating fish. Do not buy pre-cut fishes. Check the eyes for clarity before you handle the fish. Check the eyes. They should be crystal clear, plump, wet, shiny, with no sunken features. If the eyes look good, you can bet with reasonable confidence that the fish is fresh and healthy. The tail and dorsal fins of the fish should be healthy looking, wet, and intact. A fish that's been mishandled will have torn and ragged fins, while an older fish's fins will be dry and brittle. If the fishmonger allows it, try touching the fish for further signs of health and freshness. It should feel cold, wet, and slippery, but not sticky. When pressed, it should spring back into its natural shape, just like if you were to press on your own flesh. If it doesn't spring back, it is a sure sign that the meat has softened and is no longer worthy of your money. The body of a fish is quite simple compared to a mammal. There aren't a lot of parts to choose from, but there are some significant differences between them. The most important thing to consider is what you'll be doing with the meat. Certain cuts are better than others for cooking, serving raw, or boiling into a stew. Here are some tips for choosing wisely. The tail. Tail meat is generally tougher, but cheaper than fish fillets. That's because muscles in this region do most of the work in life. This cut is great for tartare because the meat is tenderized by the chopping and then often further tenderized with salt, vinegar, and oil when it's dressed. The belly. The belly is the most expensive part of the fish and also the fattiest. For an oily, tender fish like tuna, belly is delicious served raw or braised. Fillet. The fillet is lean, beautiful, tasty, and extremely versatile. Fillet will dry out quickly if overcooked, however, so treat them with care. Fish can be served as a power food or an absolute inflammatory, toxic nightmare for your body. It all depends on what fish you choose. That's why it's so important to pay attention and avoid the fish you should never eat. It's vitally important to get ample omega-3 fatty acids, and certain fish may serve as potent sources.